Howdy world, how you guys doing today? Today is going to be the first video vlog I'm going to post, starting with this whole vlog channel I'm going to be doing, and so just get like a base summary of what it's going to be about. Pretty much all the activities, things I do on the weekends, and just hanging out, doing stuff. All my fun-filled adventures that I'm going to be doing. That's for the future stuff that I get to do. But this vlog in particular is going to be about GoPro comparison. It's going to be kind of interesting because I've been in the game for 6 years now for GoPro. At least using their cameras as I am right now. So I'll do a little bit of comparison for that later. And a little bit of airsoft cleaning up, which I'll show you a little bit later, and me working on my guns a little bit. I got a lot of stuff to take care of, get done, because I like to try to keep things organized, and it's kind of a mess right now. Somewhat of a mess, not terrible, but somewhat of a mess. From there, show you around what I have from my collection, and that base, give you a little brief on airsoft. I've been playing since about 2013 when I really got back. I played a while back, but I was like entry pleb level. If you airsofters know how pleb level is, but the idea, or not the idea, but the started in 2013. Played, met a lot of good players out there. Got a couple teams. The teams I run on now, my own personal team, Tactical Sports, always have, always will. And the other team I have is with my buddy Chad. He himself and I got together and decided to make a kind of like a hardcore team, a MILSIM team. And if you guys don't know, MILSIM means military simulation, and it's these big events around the country that we get to go to and play, pretty much in a sense like with the pros, and get this awesome time playing at these locations and having fun playing airsoft. And it's like the hard, in a sense, people say the hardcore style, because you run in a squad base, you run like a military situation, and you do these events and games and objectives you have to go through at these locations, and it's pretty cool. It's really fun. But the other team I'll say it is Deadeye MILSIM is what Chad and I have formed and holding strong for now, and we're going with that. But all I'm going to do is put a link in the description below on what it is, what we do, all the videos, because I have a channel, Tac Sports channel, that pretty much puts all the videos on, where I do all the editing and all the fun stuff with. On that, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start diving into that. And I don't know where else to really go from there. I think that's it, right? Who knows? What else? What else? Else I could think of. Post in the description below what you guys do for a hobby or do for fun. Right now for me is airsoft. I have a few other things, but that's later on. But airsoft is mine. I don't keep like slouching into this goddamn chair. So right now I am recording on my Canon EOS Rebel SL1 DSLR, and so this is my temporary video. I have Go comparison. So I have here next to me 3 cameras. I've been in the game of GoPro since 2010, realistically, because that's what I have. Of one of the few originals GoPros, and it's this puppy right here. And then I have this one, and of course, then you hear a 5. Okay, so the way I can break it down to, at least a little easier, I call it generations, and they have a few generations now. since the time of 2005 when it really started with GoPro. But they really didn't hit the market until they released the Hero, the HD Hero and the 960, and I call those the Gen 1 of GoPros because it kind of was since it hit the market and it was available for people to buy. And I've bought 2 of the HD Heroes nakeds with that because I just did a lot of activity. I thought it was cool to have a little like action camera to bring around, and it was fun to use. Plus, I do a lot of stupid stuff. Anywho, so the first gen, break down. The first gen, which I have here, is the Naked or GoPro Hero Naked or Naked Hero HD, however they phrase it. That was the first one because it was able to shoot 1080p in that version. Plus, the skeleton was able to do all the accessories, use all of the accessories, so you can mount it to pretty much anything you can think of. Now the joke is that I do odd number generations, no half generations either. I'll explain that here in a second, but I just do kind of every odd. So I do the first gen, third gen, fifth gen. First gen you saw there with the HD Naked, Hero Naked. I have that one. I actually have 2 of those, but I'm going to be selling one to one of my buddies. Because I don't need as many cameras because I have the one I'm filming right now, plus the other 3 I have right now next to me. Gen 2 is the Hero 2. That was just a little more updated. There was a few more available options in the settings with the camera, what the camera can be capable of doing. And kind of interesting because they use the Hero and the Hero 2, they use the full-size SD card, as you can see there. And up until the third generation, which was a little bit fancier, they made it a little bit more slim. I can do a comparison. So here's the Hero 3. This is the black edition. They're the black, silver, and white. Each one had like certain settings. Like this one can shoot at 4K, but it's only like 12 frames per second, which is crap. But it can do it and eat up a lot of memory. And then the Hero 3 Silver and the white, it could only do so much. Like the Hero 3 Silver couldn't do 4K. Same thing with the white. The white can only go up to like 1080p. This one can go up to a little bit higher, like 1440p or something like that. But the white or Silver edition, and this one was up to 4K. But third generation, they decided to go with since they make it kind of smaller, use the micro SD cards, which is nice. And do a side-by-side comparison. So first Hero, Gen 1, Gen 3, the Hero 3. And you can tell almost the size comparison, how much smaller it is. Lens location, you can see kind of how much more they compact into it. And then from there, and I've used this most of my airsoft games for the first one. I've used a few of those. But this is why I usually run when I'm playing airsoft. Start getting to play with using the Gen 5. Now, the generations in between the 3 and the 5, there was 3.5, which was the Hero 3 Plus. They kind of had the same idea with the black, silver, white, a few other perks, and gone from there. The Gen, that was the 3.5. The fourth gen was the GoPro Hero 4. They kind of took away the silver and the white. They kind of just kept the black. And they added, later on, they added the Hero Obsession, which is like that cube-shaped one, a little more compact. And to me, if I was going to run with that, I would run with it with the, as a helmet cam, because it's a lot smaller, or actually more realistically put on a gun. So if you want to do like a shot zoom cam or a personal cam when it's facing on you, I think those would be good use because how slim and compact compared to these. And then they had the Hero, if this is the Gen 4.5 generation, which was the Hero 4, or the Plus, and the Plus LCD, so they had the built-in screen kind of like what the Hero 5 has. A few other updated stuff, and they remade the Hero. They made Gen 4 Hero, but it pretty much made it a basic Hero that was affordable to people and stuff like that. Now this one, Hero 5, I'm actually kind of happy. I've been waiting for this one for about a year. Finally got it, and I'm happy and excited. Most of my vlogs will be on this unless I decide to use the Canon for other reasons, other means, whatnot. But yeah, this can shoot 4K up to 60. Let me just turn this on really quickly. First thing I want to talk about is it has a built-in screen, which is nice, front screen as well. And size comparison between the 3 and the 5, it's slightly bigger. Not much of a difference, but it is slightly bigger to fit everything in there that it has. But the resolutions can do 4K, and won't let me allow this to select. So I'm going to go down to 30. Resolution 4K. Sorry, not 60, but it does up to 30 frames per second on the 4K setup, which is nice. So if you have a 4K TV, whatever, most of the time I like to run 1080 at 60 frames because if I slow something down. Plus all the wide, the super view, wide, medium, field of view, which is nice. I usually keep it the medium because I don't like the fisheye look. Unless I'm trying to get like a town or a city look or something like that, and I'll use it. So yeah, first of all, the whole thing is waterproof. And the way they have that design, let me turn it off because I don't want to kill my bait. Oh, it took a video, didn't it? It took a photo. Still getting used to this. When you go to different generations, it gets kind of a little more complicated. Anyway, they have these little hatch doors here. You can see in there, a little O-ring there, make it waterproof up to 15 meters. 15 meters, which is 33 feet. So yeah, this is kind of like a review thing. Anyway, battery, SD card, also using a micro SD card, and then this one's a little hard to get to. The ports to charge and to do HDMI. That part is actually removable because on the skeleton you can charge it externally if you needed to for whatever reason. For me playing big airsoft games. Yep, and you see all the features of bursts, everything else. Other thing I like about it is the voice command, which is really nice because again you can take photos, turn it on, turn it off. You can do all these kind of things. Opens it up more. Plus the apps are cool too, where you can connect with it. So instead of having like the wireless remote, which I have for the other ones, if I need to, it can run with the camera or app. Sorry, the app, and run with that. So now at this next section, I'm actually going to take something and I'm going to do a comparison of the HD Hero Naked, Hero 3 Black Edition, Hero 5 Black Edition, and the Gen 5 Hero 5 Black Edition. They also came out with the drone, Karma. Let me know about that. Please, GoPro, sponsor me. I would love that. It'd be amazing if I get sponsored. But the Karma came out. It was really interesting, very unique to the playing field compared to its competitors. The Hero 5 Session, the Cube, is a little bit more durable. It has more features in that one, and they also have the Session, which is like the more updated version of last gen's camera. So there's a lot of variations on there. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to use it for. I would stick to, if you really wanted to get into the GoPro game, I would honestly do the Hero 4, the 4th Gen one. When they made this the GoPro Hero, it was like $130. As a basic what you need to do, just to record anything. If you do a lot of sports activities, run around, do whatever, go on adventures, go hiking, camping, whatever, get those cool shots, just buy that. Because it's small, compact, you just turn on, turn it off, really easy to use. Except for the Hero 5, that was, the learning curve on that one was weird, because I've never used the Hero 4, and it has the similar operating system that you use in the 4 and into the 5, plus a few other changes. Anyway, so that's done. So now we're going to go into the comparison. Whoosh. So, before I go into the next segment here about the comparison of the GoPros, which I honestly don't know how many people are going to be able to do it. I don't know who keeps their old GoPros around. So, could be the first, could be the last, I don't know. But just so I do a comparison, I have a few objects behind me that we're going to kind of record and go over for like detail-wise and stuff. Do a comparison, a side-by-side comparison of all of them, of the different heroes, GoPro heroes I have. And just to make sure it's fair, we're going to keep all of them on 1080p at 30 frames per second. So it's not 60 frames, not 120 frames or 720 or 4K, because it's not a good comparison. So you guys know that I am shooting in 1080p 30 frames per second for the next segment. So I'll do a little quick conclusion. I'm just chilling here on my bed for the end of this vlog, and it took me probably like 10 minutes or so to clean up all of that mess in there and rearrange everything in my airsoft collection and that wardrobe and whatnot. And I've come to a conclusion that I'm lazy but efficient, or I'm lazy and I'm not as dirty, I guess, to think about. So it took me 10 minutes to clean up, you know. It's usually how it is when I have to clean my room, clean any room in the house. It takes me like 10 minutes because I know where everything goes, I know where everything is placed. So it just has to go and put it back. That's why I said it's lazy, because if I took the extra 3 seconds, 15 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever, to put the stuff back where it goes, then it'll always be clean. But then sometimes, like, I'll clean my room in 10 minutes and 2 weeks will go by and it's a complete like must. But again, take 10, 15 minutes, boom, back to being clean again, organized and whatnot. I want to know if any of you guys do that. Let me know in the comments below. But with that, hope you guys enjoyed that vlog. A little more whatever type of vlog, compared with the GoPro generations and stuff like that, the GoPros that I have. Hope that interested you. Like, share, subscribe, do everything you need to. And with that, good night, world.